Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot. Welcome to your weekly All Signs Tarot reading. I am looking at the week of January 26th through to about February 1st, 2026. So we are looking at the last week of January. As always, I am starting with Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. I do want to say welcome to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. All right, let's get started. Aries. What does Aries have coming up for this week? Aries. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries. All right, first card out, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Swords, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Sun, the Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Overall energy is the Hanged Man. Okay, Aries, interesting reading. 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right, so there is a little bit of like a stuck energy, Aries. But it could be because you need more time with something. You could be looking at a situation here with this Hanged Man as the overall energy. This is like gaining a fresh perspective or seeing something different, changing your mind. So maybe, maybe you're changing your mind about something or someone. You could be looking at a situation or a person differently. So we do have the Empress showing up here. So it could be a woman, a mother around you. Maybe you're finding something out, or this could be with your own mother. There could be something going on there. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So, if you're the Empress, you may have a son or a daughter. There could be something going on there with that. But you've got the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you're dealing, you could be dealing with a Taurus for some of you, with the Hierophant, the Empress, and then the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that is a lot of Taurus energy. So maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Or, maybe you're a cusper, maybe you have Taurus in your chart. So I do see movement, but, maybe there is some energies that first you have to work through. So you've got the Hanged Man. So this week you could just be pulling back, looking at a situation, trying to maybe gain a fresh perspective. But I'm also seeing it here at the bottom of the deck. So there could be a little bit of like a nervous energy, or some sort of little obstacle that you have to overcome. And I'm getting a number of different things. For some of you, that's fear, maybe anxiety. For others, depression. It could be a number of different things. But this week, I see you pulling back. Then I think that you're about to give birth to something amazing. For some of you, Aries, you may actually be pregnant. Or that could be something you're planning. So for those of you that are partnered, Or if you're older and you're watching this, you know, maybe you have a son or daughter. They could be expanding their family. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here, the Empress, the Sun. For some of you, you definitely could be expecting, or that's something you're maybe planning for, making a decision about this. I'm also seeing here someone who's like very afraid, someone who's nervous, or someone who's like very afraid to get hurt. So for a few of you, maybe on the love front, this could be like you maybe getting back out there, or you have a love interest, but this is some nervous energy around that, pulling back, not wanting to get hurt. For others, not maybe entirely comfortable with maybe opening up. So if you're a cross watcher and you're watching this because you're interested in Aries, yeah, I think maybe they need more clarity. But let's get you an additional guidance card. Let's see, for Aries, additional guidance for Aries for this week. Okay. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. So you could be detoxing. New moon in Cancer, relax. All right, so these two really kind of go hand in hand. So you could be detoxing, you could be focusing more on your health, or focusing more on keeping your stress levels down. I do see you very protective. For many of you, you're very protective. You do not want to get hurt again. And if someone did break your heart, this can represent an apology coming in. But with this Hanged Man energy, you know, maybe you're not like jumping for joy and like running off with this person that broke your heart. This would be you taking a moment. You're pulling back your energy, and we've got that Eight of Swords. All right, guidance for Aries on the love front. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. Well, you do have the Empress, the Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, that can indicate marriage or a long-term relationship. Past life love, your soul remembers this intense connection. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone from your past. And, you know, they broke your heart before. You're not completely sure if you should open up again or let them in. So you're trying to gain that perspective. Let's see, who's Aries dealing with? We've got air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we've got fire. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. All right, Aries, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up for this week? What does Taurus have coming up for this week? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Taurus. Alright, so you also have the Eight of Swords. Aries just had that. Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Tower, the Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups, King of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Swords. Overall energy is the Empress. All right. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right. So I'm already getting a lot here, Taurus. For some of you, I mean, you may have a lot of people around you. This week, you could be dealing with family or just a lot of different energies. With the Empress as the overall energy, this is a very abundant energy. It's very much your energy. Taurus vibes here with the Empress. She does represent fertility, and you've got the Ace of Wands. So I am reading for some Taurians where you are starting something new. Now, for some of you, that could be after a loss or after like a very difficult time or stressful time in your life, maybe like a stressful event. Something could have happened. But, you know, maybe it's inspired you, or it is going to inspire you. For some of you, you may have this amazing idea. You could be giving birth to a new project, or for some of you, maybe like a new business, or there may be a new job. The Tower is here, so there may be a shakeup, Taurus, this week. But if something was too difficult, sometimes, you know, the universe steps in to literally give us a push. If we're struggling and we're staying on that path and we need to get off it, you know, the universe can come in and give us a push. So for some of you, that's what I'm getting here is, you know, maybe you've been working a job that's very stressful, or doing something that's very difficult. For some of you, you're multitasking. You may have a family. For some of you, I mean, you could be single parents. A lot of characters here. So Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Strength, Nine of Wands. So not giving up. Yeah, some of you are very, very focused on your craft, whatever you do for a living, making money, maintaining maybe your lifestyle. You may have gone through some stuff. It's not easy. I see you being strong. Some of you may actually be physically exhausted. Yeah, for me, this is all about like maintaining. So it doesn't matter, you know, which energies you resonate with. Just those of you that resonate, those of you that have Taurus in your chart, I'm just seeing you maintain basically. I'm not saying it's easy with this energy. This is, you know, it's not easy, but you're maintaining, and it's actually nice, because whatever this is, whatever shakeup or chaos or loss, whatever you're dealing with, you're giving birth to something new with the Empress as the overall. So for some of you, it may be a new relationship, or it may be a new home. For some Taurians, you could be purchasing a home or fixing up a home, feeling inspired to do that. For others, this is maybe something with family. Your relationship may be significant. Could be in a relationship with a King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But then we also have the King of Cups, so that could be someone who's significant. And then the Queen of Swords. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So, I mean, this could be your family. 10 of Cups, family or your community. Maybe they're helping you because we've got the Tower here. So if something falls through, or if there is a shakeup or some sort of chaos, 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, carrying this heavy load, fears weighing you down, whatever it is, like fearing that stuff is going to hit the fan. This could be a support system for you, Taurus. Let's get you additional guidance for Taurus. New moon in Libra, know you are loved. For some of you Taurians, I mean, this could be you stressing. You could be stressing about something. For some of you, maybe worrying about something, like unnecessarily for some of you. Okay, so you also have believe in your good luck. This is at the bottom. Believe in your good luck. Now, either I don't see this card often, or, you know, I forgot that it was in this deck, because I don't remember pulling this card from this deck ever. And as you know, I use this deck all the time. I use this deck all the time. So okay, I didn't even know this card was in this deck. So know you are loved and believe in your good luck, which is awesome. So again, there is something good, some sort of new possibility. There is something new that is sprouting here, and it's coming out of maybe a mess, or there may have been chaos, or there may have been a loss for some of you. This could be a blessing in disguise. It's that sort of energy. All right, guidance for Taurus on the love front. Yeah, look at that. Self-care. This says clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. That's good advice. and then leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Some of you may actually be moving. You could be moving into a new home. Some of you just moving down a new path, but you maybe need a moment. All right, Taurus, who are they dealing with? You do have a lot of character showing up here. We've got Capricorn and we've got Cancer. All right, Taurus, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Gemini, what do they have coming up this week? All right, first card out is the Moon. The Moon, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Sun, the Six of Wands, overall energy, Judgment. All right. Okay, so 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. For a couple of you, maybe you have Taurus in your chart, or maybe you're a cusper, because they had some similar vibes. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, the Hierophant. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Taurus, or you have Taurus in your chart. But this is you persevering. This is you not giving up, carrying this heavy load. But with Judgment here, Gemini, you could be releasing a lot. I mean, that could be a lot of different responsibilities. It could be a number of different things. Anything weighing you down. For some of you, I feel like with this energy, you're about to release. It could be free yourself. Maybe you've been stuck dealing with something. For some of you, I think with this energy, you've been dealing with something and it's been quite difficult, but you've been acting. For some of you, that is like acting like nothing's wrong, or it's not that bad, but for some of you it is, and it's been quite stressful. This could be you maybe finally realizing that, or having a realization about somebody else. Maybe someone was hiding something from you. So I'm getting a number of different things here with this. For some of you, maybe it's something with a kid, or maybe it's something with your kids. I have some youthful energy here. But for others, you know, maybe it's in regards to yourself, or another person around you. Maybe someone was like hiding how they really felt, or they've been carrying around maybe some emotional baggage. Whatever it is, I feel like this is awareness. This is definitely awareness. For some of you, a realization is coming in, seeing something or someone, like seeing the truth here with a situation. So yeah, I mean, if one of your kids was going through a very tough time, maybe they're older, maybe they're a young adult, whatever it is, if they were struggling but hiding it from you, I mean, you may be seeing that. Something may come to light. But the first two cards that came out are the Moon and the Three of Swords. This is definitely like heartache, hiding your heartache. With this Two of Swords here at the bottom, maybe like not knowing that someone was suffering or something like that, not knowing that someone was in pain or dealing with a loss. Others, this is being a good judge of character, seeing right through something. This is truth. This is clarity coming in. You have this like very loud energy here. So by the end of the week, whatever's hidden, I feel like for some of you a secret is coming out. Definitely seeing communication. This could be a new love interest for some of you. If someone is into you, they may just come out with it. Somebody may just come out with something. That's what I'm getting. Somebody may just come out with something. So that could be you. That could be someone you're dealing with. Somebody is just going to come out with something. I feel like this is good though. I feel like whatever's going on, whatever was going on, that's now coming out. The sun, the moon, this is something hidden coming out. I feel like it's very good. You may celebrate this. You've got the Six of Wands marrying the Ace of Pentacles. You've got the sun here. I feel like this is a realization. It's awareness. It's you making very important decisions right now in your life. This is success for those of you that have something legal going on. This could be like a legal judgment that's coming in. Protecting yourself from maybe loss. So there could have been a loss in the past. Maybe you did not see something. Or something was hidden. There may have been a loss, and I see you not wanting to get hurt again. So I do see you very protective. For those of you where this is like a new love interest, I see you not wanting to get hurt. Let's see, additional guidance for Gemini. New moon in Libra, know you are loved. So Taurus just got this. Know you are loved, and then practice gratitude. So last quarter moon in Sagittarius. All right, guidance for Gemini on the love front. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Look at that. It's decision time and then decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Okay. Who is Gemini dealing with? You've got Leo, Cancer coming through, maybe Pisces. All right, we've got Virgo, we've got Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right, Gemini, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. I do apologize, guys, if you're hearing any background noise. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cancer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These cards do not want to stay in my hands today. Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up for this week? Cancer. Queen of Swords. First card out. Queen of Pentacles. All right. Knight of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Page of Swords, King of Wands, Eight of Cups. Look at this. Overall energy, Queen of Cups. A lot of different energy showing up here. A lot of characters for some of you. Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this can be competition. For some of you, maybe... Yeah, for some of you, I mean, there definitely could be competition at work or school. Let me see. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. So, for some of you, you could be arguing about the past. That's what I'm seeing here. So maybe someone lied, or maybe someone like hid something. It's quite interesting. So if you are getting into it with someone, or for some of you, this could be going on around you, because your overall energy is the Queen of Cups, which is you coming up in your element, which is water. So you're very much in touch with your emotions, and maybe, you know, there's some stuff going on around you. This could be you like trying to be compassionate and understanding. Trying to maybe, yeah, like show compassion. There could be something going on with the Queen of Swords, a Queen of Pentacles, a King of Wands. We also have some youthful energy here, so there could be something with kids or young adults. But this can represent competition, or it's an opposing energy, opposing someone that you think is lying or cheating or stealing or something with the Seven of Swords. A bunch of people may be arguing about that. I'm really seeing, so these two cards are actually really standing out to me, which is unusual. With the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands, I think that for some of you, you're definitely suspicious of someone, or maybe even like a group of people. You've got a lot of characters here. You could be trying to keep your distance from this person, and it may be after like you question them about something. For some of you, there's this suspicious energy here with another person or a group, and so you could be clashing with them, you could be questioning them, and then for some of you, I see you like taking off. So once maybe you hear some sort of truth, or you have an understanding here about a particular matter, you may just move on. You've got the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, and for me, this is like disconnecting. It's taken off. It can be ghosting, but it's definitely disconnecting. So you may have your suspicions about something. You may question that person, and then you're going to take off. You're definitely going to, maybe detach emotionally. You may still have love for someone. You may actually like show them compassion and be understanding to their matter, their situation. But this is like distance. This is you kind of, that's what I'm getting, like pulling back, disconnecting. Nine of Pentacles, very independent energy, someone who's definitely self-reliant. They don't need anybody else. And so, yeah, I mean, if someone was playing games with you, if they were making you compete, if they were still like dangling an ex or whatever it is, you may have had your suspicions, and so this could be you questioning them. And for those of you that, hear something that you don't want to hear, you could be out, honestly, with this energy. You may be taking off. Let's see, additional guidance for Cancer. Make time for self-love. Yeah, especially those of you where there's drama or something going on. This Queen of Cups can be loving yourself. Release your blocks. All right, guidance on the love front for Cancer. Marriage, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union and then awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. So that could be you, that could be someone you're dealing with. If you are married, and you guys have been fighting a lot. Yeah, this would be the need for change, but with this energy here, you definitely may be realizing that your spouse may become like emotionally distant. So yeah, there could be, if you are married or you're in a long-term relationship, this can be you realizing something here this week. It's very important. All right, so we have Aries and then Capricorn. All right, Cancer, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Leo, what does Leo have? Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Page of Wands. First two cards out. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Five of Swords, the Queen of Swords. The Sun, the Knight of Wands, the Hermit, the Emperor. Overall energy is the Two of Pentacles. All right, well, this is an interesting spread, Leo. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I'm definitely seeing communication. For some of you, it can be a lot of communication, a lot of back and forth, a lot of text, a lot of emails, nonstop communication. For some of you, that's what this is. But for those of you where someone is trying to start some ish, I'm definitely reading for some Leos where you're saying no thanks. I see you kind of laughing something off. So if somebody around you is like being dramatic or trying to like basically trigger you or pick a fight with you, for some of you, I see you handling the situation like perfectly, but I am reading for some Leos where you're just not interested in any sort of drama, any sort of games. Yeah, there's some sort of games going on here, and you know it, and you're just not interested. That's what this is. As soon as I put these cards out, this top row here, I knew that I was reading for some Leos that you just are not interested in BS or any sort of games or drama. And you may have someone loud around you or some sort of, if not loud, yeah, for some of you they're loud. They're definitely loud. For some of you, I mean, it could be a bully. If not a bully, maybe just someone who's miserable or mean. For some of you, you're just not dealing with a nice person. For some of you, it is a bully. Could be a narcissist. Now, we've got Virgo coming through. We've got Leo. We've got Virgo. We've got Aries. So it could be any of those signs. Strong ear here as well. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is... Yeah, this is definitely communication. All right, for other Leos, you've got the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Wands. So this could be someone that maybe you're involved with, maybe you're in a relationship with them, very protective energy. You protecting them, they could be protecting you, or they want to, or they want to fight for this. Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. This could be a reunion. So for some of you on the love front, this could be a reunion. Someone may want to reunite with you, but Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, you're thinking about it, thinking about what you want to say, thinking about, you know, how you want to do this. So this can talk about a reunion. And if not on the love front, this could be with friends, family, whoever. Can even be like going back to an old job, considering it. You're definitely considering on replying, or for some of you, thinking about what you want to say. If you're turning someone down, same thing goes. You're thinking about what you want to say. For those of you that are rejecting someone, especially those of you where this is an ex, or someone who played with you, or someone who is all about themselves. Yeah, because this is also, for some Leos, it's you rejecting. You rejecting someone. Someone could be coming in quick or coming towards you very quickly. And I mean, you could have been in hermit mode. For some Leos, maybe you've been in hermit mode, or you've been healing. You've been keeping busy. So if you've been in hermit mode, it's not like you're just literally sitting in your house doing nothing. No, I'm reading for some Leos where I feel like you've been keeping busy. Whatever you're doing, you're busy. And this Emperor, I mean, it could be the Emperor that's coming towards you. We've got a lot of different energies here. So you've got some younger energy here, more youthful energy, and you've got more mature energy here. So for those of you where this is like a family reunion, you could be contemplating maybe reuniting with a family member that maybe for some of you, you were even mad at this person, or you had a falling out. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, your father, your grandfather, someone could be reaching out to you at this time. Some of you are going to be traveling. You could be traveling to like a warmer climate. So very interesting. I'm getting a lot of things, a lot of different things here with this. Some of you may go into hermit mode. So if you're turning someone down, or if someone is maybe trying to stir the pot or whatever, there's some sort of drama around you. I'm definitely maybe reading for some Leos where you're taking off. You could be going to the beach. You could be just taking off, going into hermit mode, spending some time alone, not wanting to deal with any sort of drama. Okay. We've got speak your world into being. All right, these are upright too, so I'm going to look at these cards as well. Reflect on your priorities and then honor your feelings. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that, Leo, resonates with this reading. Speak your world into being. That's this Ace of Swords. That's you maybe setting those intentions. Reflect on your priorities. What's most important? So for some of you, that's definitely peace. Inner peace, yeah. Honor your feelings. Yeah, do what's best for you. And so if there's drama, whatever, if you don't want to participate, okay. This is you definitely needing to honor your feelings, and I do see you doing that. Oh, God. I'm getting a number of different things here with this reading. All right. Guidance for Leo on the love front. We've got chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual, and then integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? So you may have chemistry with someone, but are they playing games? What is going on here with this? All right. Who is Leo dealing with? Aquarius, and then Taurus. All right, Leo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, first card out is the Devil, the Eight of Wands, Death, the Five of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Queen of Cups. Overall energy is the Sun. All right, you've got some majors here, Virgo. Great changes coming in, and I feel like that's a good thing. Seven of Wands. Yeah, yeah, for some of you, you're like seeing the light, or you could be making amends. For a few of you, I mean, you could be changing your mind here about a situation. You could be making amends with somebody. Then for others, this could be you like seeing the light. Clarity is coming in. You may see a person or a situation for what it is, if it's toxic. You know, love is blind, just like they say, right? Love is blind sometimes. And so that can be romantic love, but that also can be love that you have for another person, a friend. For some of you, this is like some sort of clarity that's coming in. Seven of Wands. All right. Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords. This is you protecting your peace. For some of you, especially those of you that have not been sleeping, if you've not been sleeping well, this is you definitely like putting your needs first. So you could be healing. For some Virgos, this is you healing. There may have been something going on. For some of you, your environment. For others, you know, could be something on the health front. Something was going on. Yeah. There may have been a lack of energy. I'm getting a few different things here with this, but this is you like protecting your peace. Some of you may want to be alone, and so you could be telling someone no. So if you are someone who maybe is always helping others or always helping someone or whatever it is, this could be you telling someone no. You could be rejecting someone. The Devil, the Eight of Wands. Especially if someone wants you to travel or move forward with them. If it's like a toxic relationship, you definitely could be ending it. So this could be you ending a relationship, a friendship, seeing the light, seeing someone's true colors. If you've been like trying to make it work with someone, it's just not working. I mean, you may be seeing that. You may be seeing the light. There could be a realization here. But you've got the Devil, you've got Death, the Hanged Man, the Sun as the overall energy. So a Capricorn, a Leo, a Pisces, a Scorpio may be significant. I mean, this could be you mourning. I mean, you could be mourning the loss of a relationship. The Hanged Man with the Queen of Cups. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces or Scorpio. So yeah, either you or maybe the person you're dealing with, somebody could be seeing a situation more clear here with the Sun. Also, you could be speaking your truth. If somebody is toxic or whatever it is, you could be definitely speaking your truth. Whatever's leaving your life, you are giving birth to this. You've got the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So this can be a new job for some of you. Maybe you're leaving like a toxic workplace behind. This is you standing up for yourself. Yeah, if something has become too much, Nine of Swords and the Devil. So if something has been taking a toll, it's too much, you could be ending it with this energy. And I feel like this is freedom. This is freedom, and then you're starting something new. What is the additional guidance for Virgo? All right. You've got new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But step up and lead. We've got think it through, new moon and Gemini. So 2 new moon cards. So whatever you're doing, Hanged Man, you definitely could be stepping back, taking a moment, thinking it through, but then stepping into this more powerful energy where you're stepping up and leading. All right, guidance for Virgo on the love front. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. That's interesting. You've got the Devil with the 8 of Wands. For some of you, I feel like this is you denying something that, I mean, it could be a temptation for some of you, but for others, maybe something or someone that you know is not the best for you. All right, who is Virgo dealing with? We've got Cancer, and we've got Air, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Virgo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Libra. All right. First card out, Libra, is the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Overall energy is the 5 of Swords. So interesting. Leo was the only other sign that got the 5 of Swords this week so far. So maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Wow, you have a lot of 7s showing up here, Libra. So 7, 7, 7 may be significant. You actually have, let's see, 4 7s. Yep, 4 7s. 7 of Wands, the Moon, the Devil. This is some sort of deception. This is protecting yourself. If people are playing games or fighting dirty, this may be you, Libra, like having some sort of advantage with the 7 of Wands, but it's you definitely protecting yourself here. I feel like for some of you with the 5 of Swords in this position, you feel like people are like maybe trying to trigger you, or they're like trying to start some ish. They're trying with that energy. Maybe they have the wrong impression of you. There could be a misunderstanding with this energy. Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. That's really what I'm getting here with this. So you may have to stand up for yourself, Libra. You may have to defend yourself. Maybe someone got the wrong idea or ideas. They may have been looking at you online with this energy. If you're looking at someone online, I would not advise that. A lot of people get the wrong ideas from that. You know, looks are deceiving when it comes to, like, you know, social media posts and stuff like that. So, yeah, you may have to stand your ground, put your foot down, protect yourself. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like this is maybe a group or a couple of people that maybe have like the wrong idea about you, or they're making assumptions. With this energy, it could be making things up. But you've got the Seven of Cups and the Moon. I mean, that is definitely like that illusion, delusion, confusion sort of energy. And there's the High Priestess. So things are definitely hidden. Not all is known. The Hierophant. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here. For some of you, this could be at work. This could be a work situation or something at school. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles. So there is an increase here. There's a progression here that's very positive. Maybe you're moving up. Could be moving up in your career, and this is other people around you not liking it. Maybe you also feel like you always have to compete, and you know, it's toxic. It's not like healthy competition. For some of you, this is not healthy competition. Maybe people fight dirty or something like that. They may spread lies. And you've got the sevens here. A lot of spiritual energy around you. I'm definitely seeing that for some of you, you're dealing with definitely like divine timing. For some Librans, you've been waiting to move up. Waiting to maybe move up. You may have been looking at other options, doing that maybe quietly. You could have been looking at other options. For those of you that are leaving, you could be leaving a job for a new job. I think you're definitely keeping it to yourself for the time being. But you've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Eight of Wands. So this is an energy shift. It's movement. If you have like a bunch of people around you causing drama, you're trying to definitely keep your distance. What is the additional guidance for Libra? Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. Work through your feelings. All right, what is the guidance for Libra on the love front? chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Different pages though. You and this person don't share the same vision. So, I mean, for those of you on the love front that are getting to know someone, there could be competition. So just be aware of that. For others, you may be on different pages. There could be a clashing of energies here. Maybe you don't have a lot in common with this person. For others, you want different things. And with that Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords, something is definitely hidden. And those of you that are doing any sort of online dating, I would just be very careful at this time. You definitely may come across someone who is hiding who they truly are. I mean, look at this energy here. The Moon, the Devil, the High Priestess, the Hierophant. Maybe someone's married, to be honest. Six of Cups. They're lying about their past. So someone is married, or maybe they have kids, or whatever is going on. But maybe you also don't want the same things. You know, you're on different pages. All right, who's Libra dealing with? We've got Aries and Capricorn. All right, Libra. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed. And please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Scorpio have coming up for this week? Scorpio. So 5 of Wands, Scorpio, but it landed in the reverse. So that's good. If you've been dealing with a lot of drama, that's over with. Okay. The World, 3 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, King of Swords, 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords. So you've got some characters here. So King and Queen of Swords. So if you are in a relationship, if you're in a relationship and you've been fighting a lot, for some of you, that could be over with. So maybe a fight is done. Yeah, for some of you, maybe the fighting is no more. Or if you were in an argument or not getting along with someone, I mean, you could be making up. You could be going out, could be making amends here. I'm definitely seeing communication. for some of you, there may be interference here. So you could be in a relationship with maybe a King of Pentacles. That could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but someone who's more focused maybe on their career, very grounded, stable individual. So that could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And then we've got the King of Swords here. So Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius may be significant. So a third party may be significant here. Could be interfering, but I feel like that's no more. So if somebody was interfering in your relationship or whatever, they may give up. If you ignore them, they may just go away. For some of you, this is an ex. I'm definitely seeing the communication. Ace of Swords. And for some of you, I feel like you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, look at this. Magician, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, maybe of air, maybe of earth in your chart. You also may be very focused on your career. But for those of you where you have an ex that is like trying to interfere or trying to maybe reach you, you definitely may not respond. You could like cut this person off. I'm also reading for some couples. You've got some aces here. You've got some aces here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Some of you, you're manifesting. Also, like leveling up here. Yeah, in your career, leveling up. You may have, for some, I mean, you may have like gotten nowhere with an air sign. Maybe that's your boss. So if you are dealing with an air sign, you know, maybe they're leaving. Maybe they're leaving the company or something. Something's going on. You may have a King of Pentacles that's coming in. You may work better with the King of Pentacles this week. If you're choosing between an air sign and an earth sign, of course, listen to your intuition, but things may go very well with the earth sign. I mean, for some of you, you could be manifesting a friendship with an earth sign, a business partnership, very successful partnership here with an earth sign. There could be recognition coming your way here from an earth sign. Yeah, so if you're choosing between an air or an earth sign, I just say the energy feels better with the earth sign. But let's get you an additional guidance card for Scorpio. Additional guidance for Scorpio. We've got unleash your kindest self. Wow. Believe in your good luck. So who else had this? I want to say Taurus. I don't see this card a lot. I really don't. So I feel like, you know, it's a really good sign, a good omen, right? That it's showing up, because I never see this card. So try to stay positive. Believe that you're lucky. Unleash your kindest self. All right, what is the guidance for Scorpio on the love front? We have decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. All right. Who is Scorpio dealing with? Scorpio could be dealing with another Scorpio, and then we've got Libra. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Sagittarius. All right, Seven of Wands, first card out. All right, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, Four of Cups. Overall energy is the Eight of Wands. All right, this is an energy shift, and it may be sudden. Something definitely could be happening suddenly here this week. Two of Swords. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you don't see this coming. There's definitely a shift here. For others, there's news coming in. Definitely seeing communication. You could be taking off. You could be traveling. For some of you, you're getting away. Maybe you need a break. I'm reading for some Sages where you could be taking some time off of work. For those of you who have been out of work, you could be actually going back to work. So that could be the change for some of you. So if you've been out of work, you could be going back to work. I am also reading for some Sages where you may take a job that maybe you don't really want this job. Maybe it's not what you were looking for. Yeah, but I mean, this could be a place, honestly, I would say just give it a shot. It could be a place that maybe you really enjoy working there or living there. For those of you where this is a living situation, I would just say give it a chance. Four of Wands, King of Cups, Judgment, Six of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Scorpio for some of you. If there's been no contact, for those of you that for some of you, I feel like there's either been like no communication with you and another person, or even those of you that are partnered. So if you're married or if you live with someone, there could have been maybe like some drama or some issues. I'm seeing very poor communication, so emotional distance. Yeah, for some of you, I mean, there could be a peace offering that's coming in for some of you if you had like an argument with someone. But for others, I don't know. What I'm seeing here is just someone not interested. You could be turning your back on this person, Sag. So friend, lover, family member, whoever it is, if you feel like abandoned or neglected, whatever it is, if you feel rejected, maybe you feel rejected. 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups. I mean, maybe you've had enough. 8 of Cups, you're turning your back, you're walking away. Maybe you feel betrayed with that 10 of Swords. Also, if somebody is getting nasty, if someone's mean, you definitely could be turning your back. I mean, that's a little bit of a harsh energy. So you could be dealing with someone who's loud or immature. Yeah, I'm just seeing you, Sag, like not wanting to deal with this. So 8 of Wands overall energy and the 4 of Swords. For some of you Sages, you could be taking a vacation. I feel like that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, you could be leaving this ish, whatever this is, behind. Yeah, Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands. This is you protecting yourself. This is you protecting your peace. I am reading for some Sages where you've gone through quite a bit, and I just think at this time you don't want like any more drama or BS. Like you just don't want to deal with anything. That's what I'm getting. You just don't want to deal with any more ish right now, basically. I think that some of you, you've been struggling. And this can be across the board. So this could be financially, but, you know, it could be with other things as well. I'm just seeing it over and over again. You just don't want to deal. You just don't want to deal with the drama. All right. Additional guidance for Sagittarius. For those of you that feel betrayed or abandoned, I'm seeing you just take off. For some of you, you're out. You're turning your back. All right. New moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. And then last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So trust that all will be well and then clear your mind. All right. Guidance on the love front. We've got play hard and fate. So find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. And then this is a destined partnership. So if you're hanging out with a person or if you are coupled, they're saying have fun, enjoy the moment. For those of you that are dealing with very tough situation, there also could be a loss here that you're healing from. They're saying make time. Distance yourself from the drama. Make time for things that make you happy. Who is Sagittarius dealing with? Who's Sagittarius dealing with? We've got Pisces and water. So you could be dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, Sag. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed. And please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Capricorn. What do they have coming up for this week, please? All right, Capricorn. What does Capricorn have coming up for this week? The Tower. All right, you have the Tower, you have the Three of Swords, Capricorn, but it's in the reverse. So I'm trying to remember what other sign had the Three of Swords. Knight of Wands, Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Devil. Overall energy, who had this? Five of Swords. I think Libra had this in the same position. So watch your other signs. I want to say Libra. I could be wrong. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some sort of toxic energy or environment, or it's some sort of behavior Could be a temptation. There's a lower vibrational energy here. But then I'm also getting like a lot of spiritual energy. I think you're being guided through maybe like a very tough time. For some of you, this is a shakeup. It may feel chaotic, with the first card being the Tower, Capricorn. For some of you, this is definitely like a chaotic time. There could be a loss that you're healing from. And if not you, I mean, you could be hearing about this. Strong Sagittarius in this reading. So maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Yeah, so someone could be recovering. You could be recovering. For a handful of Capricorns, if you feel like played or defeated, if you're heartbroken, I think you're healing. The dust definitely still may be settling, but for some of you, you may want revenge with this energy, because I see you really looking at the past. I think that for some of you, yeah, you may want to do something here. So you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with another earth sign. For some of you, though, with this energy, you could be playing a win. This could be you playing a win at work. You may work in like a very competitive field or environment. I mean, some of you may be like workaholics, or you're just all about making that money right now. For some of you, you could be working a lot or so very focused on money at this time, and it could be because of a home. Maybe you don't want to lose your home, or there's something like that going on. Again, there could have been a shakeup, some news coming in unexpectedly here. There also could be an opportunity that's coming in. But, you know, sometimes when things go on for far too long and they're not good for us, this can be the universe stepping in. So, you know, if you are dealing with a shakeup, it could be because maybe something is too much, or it's been going on for too long. It's not healthy, whatever it is. If your heart is broken, I do see you healing. I think it's a slow process. Some of you may focus more on your work because you're healing. That does help some people. You put your focus elsewhere. Let's see, additional guidance for Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. So first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. Attuned to the divine new moon in Pisces. So listen to your intuition. You are being divinely guided. This could be when it comes to like a place to live, maybe a stable place to live. We've got regret, we've got stability. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you, and then this relationship can stand the test of time. You have this Ace of Pentacles here. You are planting a new seed. You've got the Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever seed this is, Capricorn, I feel like it's exciting. It really is exciting. It's fun. It's awesome, this Ace of Pentacles. But it's going to take a while. So you have to nurture this seed. It's going to take a while to fully come about. That's really what I'm getting. You're dealing with divine timing. You're dealing with a slower energy. So you're going to have to plant this seed and nurture it. And then I think it's going to take off and it's going to be great. But unfortunately, you're going to have to plant that seed. And this energy, because we have the Devil here and the Tower, I'm just feeling like this is not the best energy. For some of you it is, if you're just very competitive, nothing wrong with that at all. But if you're obsessed and you just constantly want to win, it may take you longer to manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest. So I would just be careful with that. Because the message here is attuned to the divine. I think that for some of you, there needs to be more, maybe focusing a little bit more on the spiritual, less the material. And I am getting like obsession. An obsession for some of you that needs to balance out. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Please do not shoot the messenger. All right, who's Capricorn dealing with? Of course, this can always be someone around you, like a spouse. It could be their energy. You could be watching all this go on this week. All right, we've got fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and there's Aries. All right, Capricorn, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, what do they have coming up for this week? The Hierophant, first card out. Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Star, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Devil. Overall energy is the Six of Cups. So Capricorn just had this card in the same position. So I'm maybe reading for some cuspers, or maybe you have Capricorn in your chart. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This card has been showing up a lot this week. All right, so protective energy, protecting yourself, protecting your relationship. For some of you, you may be married with that Hierophant coming out first, or you're in a more traditional relationship. Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords. Ooh. This is a no. Okay. Ooh, you could be saying no to a Queen of Cups. Or King of Pentacles, King of Cups. definitely watch your other signs, because this feels very similar to one of the signs that I already read for this week. And I believe they may have had the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups in their spread as well. I don't remember the sign. But, you know, maybe that's your rising or your moon sign. So there may be an ex, Aquarius. There could be an ex that is trying to reunite with you. Six of Cups. The past is calling. So do you want to answer? So I'm definitely seeing communication. I'm also seeing a very optimistic energy here. So, I mean, that could be you. That could be you. That could be the person you're dealing with. For some of you, there's maybe a King of Cups around you. This could be an ex. This could be someone who's trying to tempt you. And, you know, it's a general reading. So some of you may want this, and you may say, you know, okay, that's awesome. Let's reunite. But for others, this is a Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords. This is a heck no. This is a heck no. No, 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 and no. So, yeah, don't shoot the messenger, please. This is a no. Eight of Cups, you could have already turned your back on this person. Maybe you feel like they abandoned you, or you went through a ton. Maybe the relationship was toxic. Also, someone may have some sort of problem, so like a drinking problem or whatever it is. Maybe they have not changed. Whatever it is, you could be turning your back on this person, or if that's you, this could be you turning your back on a behavior, turning your back on maybe even like a lifestyle, and focusing more on the spiritual, because this is a lot of spiritual energy. This is you turning your back on something that's no longer serving you. This is like, I'm over it. I'm done. I am not doing this any longer with this energy here. This is like, I am so done. I'm ready to cross this bridge, and I'm ready to create new memories. Six of Cups, create new memories. You could be reminiscing a lot this week. That's a possibility for some of you. But for others, I feel like this is you making new memories. Very optimistic energy here as well. Having faith and just needing to be open and needing to love yourself. Let go of whatever is no longer serving you. And I'm seeing over here that for some of you, it's a King of Cups. Others, it could be a behavior. It could be an addiction. But marrying the devil is the Star. So for some of you, you're healing. Others, you know, me personally, I could see this as a confirmation, especially if I'm the person who is letting go of the past, or letting go of a behavior or whatever, a relationship that's no longer serving me. I would see this as like, I'm making the right choices. I'm on the right path. That's how I would read that. And that's really for those of you that are telling someone no, or you're saying no to a lifestyle or behaviors or whatever. That's how I read that. All right, let's get you an additional guidance card, Aquarius. So overall, it's positive. It's just very specific. But you are coming up in your reading. You've got the Star. which if I have not said happy birthday Aquarius. But yeah, beautiful spiritual energy here. And then Six of Cups here is the overall. I do love that. All right, Aquarius. Step into your power. First quarter moon in Aries. Reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. Okay. All right, guidance for Aquarius on the love front. Put away the computer. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. So, for those of you that are doing any sort of online dating, or if you're hearing from an ex via maybe social media or whatever, they could be married. I mean, for some of you, you could be hearing from someone who's married. Others, you know, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you, though, you're making yourself unavailable. You are protected. Some of you could be doing this to protect yourself. Again, telling someone no. All right, who is Aquarius dealing with? You could be dealing with another Aquarius, and there is Capricorn, or a Capricorn. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, what does Pisces have coming up for this week? Justice, it did land in the reverse. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups. Overall energy is the Ace of Cups. the Chariot. All right, Pisces, you've got some majors here. We've got Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. All right, so I'm seeing movement. So for some of you, you could be traveling. Yeah, you could be traveling. Some of you are like leaving some sort of disappointing situation behind. Others, you know, maybe you're recovering from some sort of loss. But if you're not traveling, I mean, this could be family, this could be somebody you're in a relationship with, somebody could be coming towards you. But I'm definitely seeing love, I'm definitely seeing healing with the Ace of Cups as the overall energy. It's an emotional energy. Yeah, some of you, you're moving towards like this destined new beginning. It's something that is definitely meant for you. But there may have been, for some of you, not all of you, there may have been something that happened, like some sort of like injustice, something that went down maybe in the past. Others, this is definitely a lot of spiritual energy. As far as you moving forward down a new path, I mean, your intuition is definitely turned up a notch here. Strong psychic energy here. Yeah, there could be like an inner knowing here, knowing that something is right for you, knowing it's your time, knowing something. If you've been going round and round in circles, like feeling like you're not getting anywhere, or yeah, if you're feeling disappointed with something, for some of you, I feel like you could be speaking up. You could be like asking, you know, what's going on. You definitely could be speaking up. There could be an apology that's coming your way. If somebody like overlooked you at work or something like that, there definitely could be an apology that's coming your way. And now you may receive an offer. So yeah, like I said, something could have went down. There may have been like some sort of injustice. Something may have gone down prior for some of you. And by you speaking up, by you saying something, there could be a new beginning or a new door that's opening up for you here. For a handful of you, you could be getting a new car. For some of you, you could be getting a new car. Also, somebody may give you a car. But yeah, I see you very happy. If you're married or if you're in a long-term relationship. I'm just seeing a lot of love. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. You have a very strong karmic energy here. So whatever you're putting out into the universe, you know, if this is you just putting out a lot of love and having a big heart and just being very open and caring, I mean, that's going to come right back to you. So whatever you're giving out, I feel like the vibes are really good. I'm just seeing if I'm getting anything else. A lot of psychic energy here. Some of you may be feeling lucky. I mean, this week you could be feeling lucky. Honestly, with this energy. All right, let's get you an additional guidance card. But overall, I see very blessed energy that's coming in. For some of you, you may have like a legal matter that's ongoing. So there could be a win. There may have been a delay with that. But for some of you, this is a change here with maybe a legal situation. Additional guidance for Pisces. Take a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn. Okay. Clear your mind. Yeah, so this was in the reverse. I don't read these in the reverse, but I just want to mention it. Yeah, because interesting. I mean, this is a very emotional energy. It's water, which is your element. But you've also got the Two of Pentacles here. Some of you could be feeling like very emotional. Chariot is all about control. So needing to definitely control your emotions. For some of you, with take a reality check and then clear your mind. I mean, you may have a lot on your mind. Sometimes when we're like overly emotional or emotionally invested in something, how we see things could be a little off. We have know you are loved at the bottom of that. Be humble, know you are loved. All right, let's get you guidance on the love front for Pisces. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. I love this. So the Ace of Cups for some of you is healing. This could be you moving on from maybe a denial. This says detach with love to clearly see the truth. So you could be moving on from some sort of denial. Chemistry, acceptance. All right, who is Pisces dealing with? We have Taurus and we have Scorpio. All right, Pisces, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. I do want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. All right, guys, I'm wishing you a great week. I will talk to you soon.